broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can find the fighter, but I see it in you, so we can work it out and move mountains. We can work it out and move.
Back to the channel. I'm so happy to be here today because I'm coming to you with a self-care video in these times of COVID-19. I'm having a cup of chamomile. So in the spirit of oh, that was disgusting. I dragged it a bit, didn't I? Yeah, that was disgusting. But I'm coming to you today relaxed in my bedroom, just chilling, nothing much. I am coming to you today with a self-care video in these times of COVID-19. I felt that it's appropriate for me to put out a video because we are sticking with each other here in good and in bad times, and I just thought it's time to put something out to my very few little small, followers, to just say, hi guys, let's keep on, we can do this. I'd like to put out a disclaimer that I am by no means a trained mental health practitioner, neither am I a psychologist or a trained clinician in regards to mental health, but I'm going to be talking to you just coming from my heart and the things that I've been doing for myself that keep me going. If you're feeling unwell at the moment in terms of your mental health, I would recommend you speak to your GP and get some a referral to your community mental health team or to places like Talking Space, or if you are just wanting to talk to someone, there are places like Mind that can sort of give you advice on what to do next if you are not feeling well in yourself in terms of your mental health. So I just thought I'd say that just in case. But I want to focus on a few things that I've been doing and that I want to also keep on doing and hope to do in terms of looking after ourselves in the times of COVID-19. It's such a strange, weird time that if we don't think about what's going on around us, we are likely to ignore it and suppress it, and it will affect us later. I think I want to give a shout out to all the frontline people that are, putting themselves out there to save lives, particularly, those that work in the NHS, the carers that work in health and social care, the supermarket guys. I personally love the supermarket guys because, guys, without food, we just wouldn't be able to, the lorry driver. I feel like everyone is making a contribution. I can't name and leave anyone enough. And if I've left you, it doesn't mean that I don't value you. I do. It's just I don't know what else is going out there. The military, everyone. So I made some notes in this book that I got from my friend Joe I think this was for my 34th birthday. I absolutely love this book. It's like a journal. It's A Colorful Life, it's called, and it comes with like big words, things like be good to yourself. I just really love this, and life is tough, but so are you. It's got like some good affirmations that you can live by. So I've been using it to kind of journal how I'm feeling at the moment. But without further ado, I wanted us to talk about 10 key things that we need to do to keep ourselves going. And number one for me is going to have to be prayer. At the moment, prayer is what's keeping me going, just praying to God for strength, for courage, for acceptance. I find the Serenity Prayer really, really good. Look it up. I'll try and attach a Serenity Prayer here or down in the description box below, particularly about accepting things we cannot change and asking God for wisdom to, tell the difference. I love that prayer. So if you can't say a prayer right now because you're overwhelmed, I would say, please, the Lord's Prayer, Serenity Prayer should just really keep you going. So pray for your friends. I'm thinking about the 5-finger prayer, the one that reminds you to pray for your family, your friends, those in need. I've forgotten what the other two is, but, I know that the 5-finger prayer is always good because it gives you time to think about, because actually when we talk about the 5-finger prayer, I think you are the smaller one and these are the other issues that you pray for. And I love that because it gets you thinking about the things that are really important. So pray like you've never prayed before. I'm showing you this hand because it's the one that's looking good. Girl, the other hand is crazy. The second point I wanted to talk about is you meditating. I feel like it's so important to meditate at this time. I'm not saying sit there and be like, I don't know, this person that meditates and stuff like that, but I'm just saying take time for peace. There's so many people who are working at home with children in this time, and there's so many people who are staying at home with their partners, significant others, their parents, and it's such a noisy environment that you're not used to working. And so at the end of every day, if you are to keep on going the next day, I feel like you need to take time to meditate. So having a peaceful space, be it in the bathroom, be it in the kitchen, be it in your closet, being in your bed, be it in your bedroom, where you just sit there and you just take time to collect yourself again. For me, it's my bedroom. I could just come in here, recollect myself, and just be like, do you know what has happened today? How am I feeling? I'm so in touch with my feelings at the moment because it's such a busy time. Because at the moment I'm working from home, so my home has become work, and so where before I've managed to leave things at work, they are staying in my home. So it's a time that you really need to be aware of yourself, aware of your surroundings. The kids are asking for your time. If the partner is asking for your time, your boyfriend is asking for your time, your friends are asking for your time, those that you live with are asking for your time. It's difficult. So you've got to remember to look after yourself. So reflect, light a candle, have some peace around you. I have this candle that I love, and you would have seen it at the beginning of the video. I tend to love the ritual of Tahoe called it's a peace ritual. So it's a peace and tranquility ritual. I like that it focuses on accepting the things you cannot change and have faith in the hope that, you know, things will not stay the same way. So I love the ritual of Tahoe, and I'm so sad that I can't be going to Bicester Village to pick up another candle, because I'm soon running out of that one. It will always be in my bathroom when I'm taking a bath, just to remind me to be nice and peaceful. So that's meditating time for me. Eating well and exercise, guys. I can't say it enough. It's important for us to continue eating well and exercising. You guys know about my journey, although I haven't done a sit-down video to talk about my bunting and where I've been and where I currently am. I feel like the time is getting near where I will do that sit-down video and update you on my weight loss and everything. But I just wanted to remind us that at this time, it's so easy to comfort eat. I've done it for the last, I think for the first week of lockdown, I was eating everything. I was eating cheese, I was having crackers, I was having wine. It was crazy. But now I'm kind of in the tune of things, and I have kind of slowed down in my cheating. I'm back to my salads. I'm back to my eating my low carbs, you know, like my pumpkin, my sweet potato, maybe a glass of wine now and again. I'm no longer like overdoing it. I'm currently enjoying my chamomile and manuka honey tea, just so I can relax. So it's about looking after yourself, keeping healthy. You know, we are allowed 1 walk a day at the moment under the stay-at-home guidance. So go and walk. Like, you know, if you didn't walk before, you gotta walk now, because where you've walked to go to the bus stop before, or where you've walked to get your car, you're no longer doing that. You're at home. If you are not at work, like if you are not a frontline essential worker, you're most probably just at home at the moment. So take time to exercise, walk. I walk at the moment at least 5 miles. Yeah, I've started my walks again. I'm going up a hill, I'm coming down a hill. Absolutely love it, love it. I haven't been able to walk a lot this week because I had to self-isolate as I developed some symptoms. We'll talk about that in another video, but I'm well. Yeah, so watch your alcohol intake as well. It's a time where it feels nice to drink because you're not going to work the next day. So you could become alcohol dependent without you knowing. It's such a weird place, and I just want us to be so mindful about what we're eating, what we're putting in our bodies, why we're doing it. You know, are you drinking just because you're bored? Are you drinking because you're stressed and you're wanting to I don't know, just feel a bit relaxed or whatever? So watch your alcohol intake, because you don't want to have a problem, because COVID is going to come and go. We are still going to turn up. We're going to go to pubs, we're going to go and eat out, we're going to have friends over. Life is going to continue at some point. So mind what you're doing to your body. You still want to slay, you still want to look good, girl. How are you going to look good when you've gained like loads of weight during COVID? So just watch what you're eating at the moment. And I say this lightly, I say this coming from a heart. I'm not judging anyone. We're all not perfect. Tonight I'm actually planning on cheating, planning on baking a cake. But you know, it's just about reminding yourself that you've done that, so you got to exercise and work it out. My other point is talk. If you know me, you know that I talk to you when I really need to talk to you, and I don't answer my phone just because I have to answer it. That's just me, and that's how I live. And those that really know me and understand me and have come to accept me know that I will answer my phone if I need to answer, and if I need to talk to you. I'm very protective of my space and who I talk to, particularly at nighttime, because nighttime for me is a time to relax. and a time to just calm down. But at the moment, I've been finding that I'm talking to a lot of people because there's a need to talk. You can't just keep to yourself and be quiet. There's a need to talk to others. So I've been open to talking. There are some apps. There's one called House Party. There's one called Zoom that I've been on, and we talk. We meet up with people. Tonight we're planning on having a pajama party on there, and so talk about how you're feeling. There are people on lockdown alone. They don't have anyone. They're just on their own. So don't be like keeping to yourself and be alone and thinking, oh my God, I'm on my own. Talk to people, reach out. It's so important to talk at this time. The next part I'm going to talk about is journal. I saw this on Instagram where we need to be journaling the times we are living in, to write about, because I feel like later on, the younger children at the moment, they're going to grow up and forget it. They're not going to remember what it was like, what they were eating, what their parents were doing, what the government was doing. So I feel like it's time for us to journal real feelings and real thoughts. You know, the thing with media and news, they're going to put out things that are sometimes not balanced. And so I feel like when the children and the younger people are reading back to these times, because these times are history, guys. I don't know if you realize it. It's history being made, and people are going to learn about COVID. Universities, researchers, health people, scientists are going to use this time as a point of reference. Pastors, you know, women of God, men of God are going to reference to these times. Companies are going to develop business contingency plans based on COVID, because it's something so huge. Everyone, there are policies that are changing, the legislation, how we're feeling. It's a time that's going to change the world. The world is already changed, but it's going to change more. So I feel like there's a need for us to journal things, real-time feelings of how we're feeling. And if our little ones are going to ask us later in the future, I've got 2 godchildren that are going to be asking me questions, I hope, later in the future. And they're going to be like, Auntie Ranga, what was happening at the time? I'm like, girl, sit down. Let me tell you, because they're both girls anyway. I'm gonna sit them down. I'm gonna say, this is what was happening. I was having chamomile. I was doing this video on my channel. This is how I was feeling. So journal how you're feeling. You don't have to have a pretty book or anything. Just have whatever paper you're writing on, and journal these things for your kids to know that when tough times come, they can survive. Because I know that with faith, hope, and love, we're gonna come out of this strong. In Jesus' name, and in whatever you believe in. The 6th point, so journal was the 5th, and the 6th point I'm going to talk about is do little things. I know we're at home, and I know there's not much for us to do. We can't go out, but there are so many ideas. You can have a picnic family indoors or in your garden if you're blessed enough to have like a big garden where you can have like a picnic. So do those little things on the weekend. If we have good weather, have a picnic. Have a beer in the garden, have a drink, have some tea, you know, make a cake, share it over, you know, talk virtually with your family, share what you're doing. If you've got a birthday, don't put it on the side. Go and buy a cake from Tesco, Sainsbury's, wherever you shop. Celebrate, have your birthday at home, eat and be merry and have fun. Do things. Try not to let your birthday pass or let your celebration of an anniversary pass because we are on lockdown. Have a chin over a virtual date. If you are in a new relationship that's just started before lockdown or was just starting during lockdown, keep in touch. Have some virtual dates. Dress up like in a nice, you know, little outfit. You know, go on there, make a meal together. Do lots of things. There's a video by Lydia Dinga that I'm going to put a link down below for those that are dating in COVID times. It's going to really be helpful for you. There's also a video that I'm going to link down for those that are in a relationship and are living together and are not used to being together in the same space. There's also a video that I'm going to put for that, and another video for how to cope working with children at home. I'm going to also link that up. So we're just going to link everything up so you can find help and tips on how to survive whatever situation you've got going on. And then the 7th thing, which I feel like I've already touched on, is keeping in touch. Keep in touch. The other thing is, okay, I'm going to drink tea for this. There are people who have lost their jobs because of COVID-19. You can't expect these people to have the same energy they had before they lost their jobs. It's going to affect their mortgage, their rent, their lifestyle that they were used to, you know, a lot of things, their mental health. So let's say if you are in a marriage and your husband has lost their job, you can't expect his energy to be the same. So there's going to be a need for you to kind of adjust to that. So if people are not keeping in touch with you, you got to start sending messages. I mean, yesterday I sent out messages to my family and friends, particularly the ones that I don't keep in touch with on Snapchat, on Instagram and stuff like that. So if you didn't get a message from me, it doesn't mean you're not family or friend. It means we talk a lot. But those that I don't talk to a lot, I sent a message just to check in, because I feel like it's an important time to check in with people whom you genuinely love. So I sent out a message to like my family, my friends yesterday, and you know, I just loved hearing from them. I loved getting the replies, what they were saying. It was just an amazing thing to kind of hear back from. So keep in touch, but if people are not keeping in touch, send a little message. Hey, I'm thinking about you. I know what you're currently going through is not easy, but I'm here for you. Those are the kind of things that people want to hear. Not, hey, you didn't even call me, and I've been thinking about me. Goodness me, it's a time where hearts are being tried right now. So have thoughts, spare a thought for those that have lost their jobs, and for those that their life has been changed by all this. Goodness, this video is going to be long. I didn't intend it to be, you know, your girl talks, but I feel like it's an encouragement video. It can't be short. Number 8 is relationships and changes around energy. I've already touched on that, and I don't think I need to touch on that again. And number 9, I was going to say, have faith. Do you know, if you guys, you know, I feel like you know me and you know faith is like my thing. I love faith. And though sometimes faith has failed me big time, I love it and I haven't stopped faithing. We need that of a mustard seed to keep us going. Faith is not you seeing what you've been praying for come in front of you. It's living in the hope that it will come, the hope of the unseen. So let's have faith that this is going to come to an end. Our government, particularly in the UK, is working so hard to try and reduce the situation. You know, I watch the news every day and sometimes it's depressing, but I feel like I needed to keep informed and for me to know what to do in terms of playing my part. So have faith that this is going to end. We've got people who are working hard. Let's stay at home. We're not going to stay at home forever. It's going to change. I was talking to my friend and she was saying to me, when the time comes for us to go out, it's going to be so strange, us seeing people and hugging them. I feel like we're going to see our friends and be like, hey, how are you? Fist bump. Because we can't. It's so strange. So, but let's just have faith. And I want to leave you with Hebrews 11. Read it up. I'm not going to read it for you. Read it. And Psalms 23. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. You know, I love that. I love that verse. And I also love Psalms 103 because it talks about, don't forget. It says, praise the Lord, all my soul. Bless the Lord, all my soul, and all that is within me. Do not forget thine blessings. I love. And you know what? I'm going to put this in my language. I love it particularly in my language, in Shona. It says about rumbidza Jehovah moya wangu usakanganwe mikomborero yake. Oh my God, like whenever I say that verse, like I'm so inspired. I'm like, God, remind me of thine blessings, because blessings are many and we have them and we forget them. So hold on to the fact that this COVID is going to come and go. We will learn from it, we'll grow from it, and we will live. The last thing I'm going to say is love. Love is what's going to keep us. When I was walking the other day, I had so many smiles, so many, hey, how are you? You know, although we were keeping our distance, but people were saying hello. People were smiling. Normally when I take my walks, people are just, you know, or giving me the odd smile, like, but this time I had real teeth showing smiles. And I was just like, God, something is moving on the app. And if when this all is over, I feel like we're going to gain love, we're going to gain kindness, we're going to gain togetherness, we're going to understand what it means to be human. We have been humbled in the fact that you are in your house, indoors all the time, with the people that are around you at that time being the people you're going to see. How crazy is that? And if you're a person who just genuinely doesn't want to be at home, it's going to be difficult for you. But you've been humbled enough to be placed in that environment. And I was saying to the group of friends that I was talking to on Saturday on the house app, I was saying it's up to us to leave COVID and the lockdown the same people we went in as. It's really up to us, because I feel like things have to change, some things have to shift. I feel like as Christians, I'm talking from a Christian perspective now. As a Christian, I feel like God has set aside a time for me to look at my life and reevaluate and reflect. And I feel like we're in the times of Noah and Moses, and I feel like we just have to learn from it and grow from it. So I don't want to spend so much time on this because the video is already 20 minutes. By the time I put my little videos that I've prepared for you guys, it will be about 25 minutes. But that's okay, because we need encouragement, we need something to watch, and I hope I'm on the list of the things that you're watching. That's what I wanted to say, guys. I wanted to just come on here, encourage you on the little things that I've been doing, that I've been feeling that they have been keeping me going. And I hope that you've learned about 1 or 2 things that you can also try and apply to your daily life in COVID times. So all the best to everyone. Keep safe, stay at home, follow government guidance, and to those that are unwell at the moment, I'm sending you prayers of strength, courage, a speedy recovery, acceptance, and strength. And I'm just saying to those that are looking after you at the time, may God bless them. May the good Lord bless you. May you, I don't know, just keep going, you know. And for everyone affected, that they've lost their jobs wherever you are in the world, I'm just saying, I just pray for hope for you, for faith, and for strength. And those that whose life is sort of on hold for everything, those that their plans have been really impacted, you know, if they had a wedding, if they had a party, I'm just saying that, you know what, there's a time for God, there's time for everything, and just accept that this is not the time, and when the time comes, we're all going to be well and happy, and this is going to happen. So yeah, I'm gonna go now before I make this video 30 minutes, because your girl can talk, okay? Bye guys, stay well, keep in touch, follow me on Instagram. I post my daily meals on there. If you're wondering what my Instagram is, it's Lime and Cotton. But if you follow me, make sure you interact, okay? And until I come again with another video, bye, and cheers to keeping faith and staying at home. Bye guys.
Walks away, he never asked for money, he takes